right, boys and girls, well, this is the inside of the Jeep, and checking out from the driver's perspective here. And this is the full-size iPad mount that I used for just about 2 years, and it's nice. It gives me everything that I need. This is the cellular version of the iPad, so it is set up with there's some cool ducks there, but of course got Quadratech on here. What are we looking at here? Oh, replacement mirror. Yeah, gee, I wonder how that happened. We still got to get that fixed. But anyways, yeah, so pretty cool, nice big screen. But you will notice that it's kind of, in order to, it takes up a lot of space. So in order to get it kind of off of the climate control stack and still be able to, deal with the vent and reach radio controls and things like that, this is kind of where I mounted it. Now it is on an adjustable claw mount that I can kind of move around. So I'm going to show you that in just a second, but I'm just going to loosen it here and try to finagle and manipulate it so you can see. So I can kind of scoot it a little closer to the stack if I need to. It does drop down a little bit too. That's a little too tight. Let's loosen that up just a bit. All right, so we can drop it down if we want to. Just gonna have it down a little bit lower. We can raise it up a little bit out here and raise it up out there. And then usually where I have it is kind of right there in that spot. Now, all cool when you're by yourself, okay? So, but if you have a passenger with you, sitting in the passenger seat and looking down, and you can kind of see it's kind of in the way a little bit. So come back here, you can see, I mean, it's pretty much right there, from a passenger perspective. So it does encroach upon your passengers just a little bit. So that was something that I wanted to kind of eliminate. So let me show you what the mount that I'm using is. So this is a Ram, this is a claw mount. I've got it mounted right here. This is, I believe, the medium-sized claw. It is incredibly strong, incredibly sturdy. I mean, super stout. I have been incredibly happy with this thing. Solid. Like I said, 2 years on some of the roughest trails. This, I believe, is a 3-inch extension, which then goes to the back of the Ram mount. We'll just kind of pull that out for you and give you a little bit better look at it. And so there you have it. It does swivel a long ways too, so it really works best, I feel like, in the landscape position. So it's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah, moving it around, you just kind of, give it a little twist here, a little twist there, and bring it back up here to our landscape position. And it is still pretty close to your passengers here, so you can kind of see, I mean, it's maybe a foot off of your passenger. So I'll show you what I did for an alternative. And so up here we have, and we'll show you, went with the bulletproof designs. This is the twin mount. So I have one for the cell phone, so that's been super awesome. Then I got this other empty ball here, and that is where we purchased the iPad mini mount, and just added a little 4-inch extension arm on there. And I'm going to unhook the claw here and put this back on. We'll get this mounted up here, and then I'll show you kind of what that looks like from both views. All right, well, here we now sit from a driver's view perspective, and we have our iPad mini mount. And I will tell you, the only thing that I am a little bit tight on is just the radio control right under here. So just gonna kind of get my fingers under there. But I don't really do much of this controller here. It's just the volume really that I get to. And also, since I have the Sport S, I've got all the volume controls on the back stack anyway, so I can just do all my volume controls there. But I still have all my presets available to me, and I can still see the clock time readout right here just underneath. So, but this is the view, and as you can see, doesn't take up nearly as much space as the full-size iPad did, and it's still plenty big. All right, back in the passenger seat, and I'm pretty good. I got all my space back here, which is nice. Super cool. I like that. Take a look out here. Still got all my room up front, left to right. Oh. And yeah. So there you have it. Pretty good. And of course, you know, when my wife and I are taking a long road trip, it's very simple. She can just unscrew this here and we can readjust the positioning. And so we've got iPad here ready to go. If she needs to do any work online, surf the internet, maybe she wants to watch a movie, very easy to just rotate it across. And then when you're done, give it a little snap over there. And we'll rotate it back towards the driver. And there you go. So form factor, I like it so much better than the full size. It just, you know, the full size is cool. It's nice to have that little bit of extra real estate, but the mini is really not that small when you think about it. I mean, it's 2-3 times as large as the screen of an iPhone or a big cell phone. So you've got plenty of extra depth of field, plenty of extra opportunities to, you know, see what you're looking at and zoom in on your trails and all that good stuff, and figure out where you're at out there. So yeah, it's been awesome. So something else that is an added bonus for having these cellular capable iPads is that you have this cool little option, which you'll have on your phone as well. It's called Find. So what makes that little Find icon so cool? Well, if you have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into your vehicle like I have, and you do not want it to end up in Mexico somewhere, then you can put some sort of a tracking device on there. Now, Revelco is a really cool thing. It's sort of like a kill switch that you can put onto your keychain, and the vehicle won't start unless you plug in Revelco. And I thought about getting that, but the thing is that, you know, if you got somebody with a flatbed truck, they are going to be able to drag your Jeep up onto that flatbed and just tow it away. You know, if you don't want to lose your vehicle, or you want to be able to check on the location of your vehicle at any time, the only way that you really can do that is with some sort of a tracking device that has maybe an app that will hook up to your phone. And those are quite expensive. I've checked them out online. A lot of them have a monthly subscription service fee, 20 bucks, 30 bucks a month, plus the cost of the device, you know. And so I thought, well, there's got to be a cheaper alternative. And so I noticed that with the Find Me app on here, it basically triangulates the position using cellular towers, and if your device has a GPS device in it, then you'll be able to track it through GPS, but it'll be able to tell you where your device is. So the cool thing with the iPad mini is it's a little bit smaller. It's very easy to store in the Jeep. So when I am outside of my Jeep, I can very easily just slide it underneath the seat. If I'm going to be parking it somewhere for several hours, or maybe even several days, and it's not in my garage, then I can hide the iPad somewhere, maybe in the glove compartment, or maybe you know, underneath the seat, underneath the dash somewhere. There's a couple different places that I can hide it. And anytime I want, I can go onto my phone, open up the Find Me app, which is right there. Of course, I can pop that open at any point and it will tell me exactly where my devices are, including the iPad mini. So just make sure that you don't set it to airplane mode or Wi-Fi only, because then you're going to need to either connect to a Wi-Fi signal if it's on there, and that might be difficult. So I always leave it on LTE. That way I know that anywhere where there's a cell tower is going to be able to pick it up. And if, God forbid, something did happen and my Jeep did end up on the move, I would be able to track exactly where it is, let the cops know, hey, I'm tracking the vehicle, this is where it is at the moment. And it's a big, huge blue Jeep, hard to miss, so it should be easy to find it if I do alert the authorities and they're able to find it and track it that way. Adding on the extra data plan for an iPad through AT&T is only $10 per month. And so, so I've got all of my cool navigation to go with, and of course the cellular capability, the LTE capability, and be able to access the internet anywhere I need to go. And in addition to that, I have basically a built-in tracking device as well. So I thought that was the best of both worlds right there. And so that way I don't have to spend extra money for a monthly subscription to some sort of tracking device. So that's why I think the iPad mini is the super cool way to go if you're planning on doing some sort of trail navigation, downloading off-road maps, and you're looking for added security in the form of a GPS tracker. So that's my review on the iPad mini as well as the iPad, the large one, the regular size. They both work great for me. The mini's the way to go. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.